opportunity to like get to know each other more on a deeper level. And then with this like moon energy, it's like you guys actually see like a different side to each other because you're in this like more uncertain situation. And it's like a bonding experience because okay, I feel like it's a positive experience is what I'm getting. It's I don't feel like this is like a failed date or like get me the fuck out of here type of day. It's like you guys are it's like very serendipitous with serendipity coming out. It's fated. So it's like almost like the universe is aligning this storm. And okay, so this is could be metaphorical too. Storm, obviously could be literal. Like there's a storm and you guys, or maybe even you stay at the like place that you're hanging out at and it's like adventurous. Like it's somehow there's some chaos. There's some sort of chaos, like a tornado that comes in that is part of your day. It's not like a smooth day. There's some sort of chaos. And so it could be metaphoric and it could be like there's like an angry, like if you guys are at a restaurant, there's like an angry customer who starts like yelling at the server, and you guys are like witnessing this go down. Or maybe somebody messes up your food and they have to do like this whole thing to like get it right again. And I don't know, but I think it's like a bonding experience. And so much so that you guys, I think, go home together and you guys spend the night at each other's house. Now we'll clarify what this nap is because you're over here sleeping. So I have a feeling that you guys spend the night together because you guys are very much feeling each other. Um, and I don't know what happens there, but I mean, with this, all this night energy and moon, I definitely see that. And okay, so we also have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I feel like you and this person actually really hit it off, and you guys have a lot of in common. You're very compatible together, and it's prosperous. Like it's abundant. Like there's a lot of good energy here, but I think it triggers a lot of your fears because like the moon is like the overall vibe. It triggers a lot of your fears because this person is different than what you expected. They're different than the like okay, maybe the person is different or the experience is different. Like if you guys have been talking for a while, and this is like your first time actually meeting face to face, and maybe like they're a little bit like their mannerisms or the way their voice or whatever, like if you haven't talked on the phone, like something is a little different than what you imagined or visualized while you were texting, let's say, with this person, and it kind of throws you off and maybe it like scares you a little bit. Um so that could be like a thing, but you're being asked to keep an open mind because I think that this person is actually really compatible with you. And like I said, this is like a serendipitous, fated um date that you go on. So I feel like the way that this is going to happen is it's going to kind of happen out of nowhere. You going on this date with this person. Maybe that in itself is going to be like a storm warning, like kind of like a tower moment where you're not really dating right now, let's say, or you don't have anyone in mind, or like you're not planning on doing any of that. And then out of nowhere, like this person just like comes into your life serendipitously. And maybe so you meet this person like in a community or something, and they ask you out on a date, like on a whim, just very spontaneously, and you're like, okay, cool. And then you guys go on a date like the next day, and you're just like, it's kind of like a store, like just a little bit chaotic, but you guys really do hit it off. Again, that's with like community. So you might actually meet this person that you're going on a date with in like a community that you frequent. It could be through work or through like the gym or like a bar or somewhere where you go out and there's a lot of people is where you can meet this person, and that's like kind of where they ask you out. But I kind of feel okay, so there's definitely some blocked energy here with like the two of swords. um and then there's this like sadness here. So I feel like okay, so this is your date. Okay, this is how it's gonna go. We have the Page of Wands. Is like how it starts off as. Okay, so the Page of Wands is gonna start off very exciting. You guys are both gonna be I think excited to see each other, to meet up with each other. Maybe you'll be like texting each other prior, sending each other messages with the page, and being like, oh, I'm so excited to see you, like yay, 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 whatever, everything's great. So I feel like when you guys see each other, it's going to be like very, you guys are going to have a lot of chemistry. That's something that you're going to pick up on right away. It's going to be a lot of sexual, physical chemistry and attraction towards each other, a lot of flirting. Oh, but it's very like youthful, it's very fun. It's like good young energy. This person could be younger than you. They could be a younger fire sign. They could also be a Taurus. That's what's coming out. Or Virgo or Pisces. And yeah, so you guys, it starts off really well. Like you guys have a really passionate conversation. But I'm telling you, something happens to where you go into this like, I mean, the Five of Cups is about like grieving, it's about a loss, it's about sadness, depression, and we don't have to go so deep. It could just literally be like somebody messes up your food and you're sad because you don't get to eat right away and you have to wait. Or, it could be as small as that. Or it could be something like bigger. There's a lot of chemistry between you guys. And I mean, sex style does have the word sex in it. And Taurus is just a very sensual energy, very sexual as well. And then you guys are spending the night by each other's house, and it does start off very passionate. Okay, because we have the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So you guys, this storm warning, it's like it's like immediate attraction. It's like a good tower moment. It's like immediate attraction. There's an abundance of like right away. There's so many feelings and emotions that you guys have for one another and so much attraction. Like this is the Queen of Wands coming out. So whether it's like you're the feminine and this person is super attracted to you as the female and like just so sexy, so hot, so beautiful, cute, like your energy's so um magnetic, and you're so friendly and open and just like a lot of passion. Or if it's opposite of that, then you feel very how do I do the opposite? Then if you're the guy, then you find this person very attractive. Whatever, the female's very attractive. Okay. And I think the masculine sort of keeps their emotions to themselves with the King of Cups here. But this person, it's kind of like, okay, like what I'm getting is like the person that you're going on a date with, the more masculine energy sets eyes on the feminine and is like basically in love. It's almost like love at first sight. I don't want to be cheesy, but I mean, the Ace of Cups, there's an overflowing abundance of love and feeling, okay, it's okay. It says we love, but it's just this a lot of attraction, like whoa, and it's a lot of physical attraction, okay? But it's not just physical attraction. There's a lot of like emotional attraction as well. And then we have the moon. The overall vibe is very, I think it's just like feelings and emotions towards one another. It's very emotional. This is a very emotional experience. Okay, so that's the overall vibe. Yeah, there's some fears, there's some uncertainty and some unknowns and some unexpressed feelings, but I think it's a tension in the air because you guys both sense this very strong connection with one another. Like you guys are like very much vibing, okay? You're really sensing it, but you're not really showing it to one another, and it's creating blocks. Like you guys are both blocking your energy. You guys are both blocking your energy. There's this Five of Cups here where um maybe just someone's like in their head and then like focusing on the negative and not in the positive. Maybe you guys have a conversation about something. Maybe you actually do open up about your deeper secrets, and that's like because you guys do talk a lot and it's easy to talk with this person. And maybe you do open up about your like deeper secrets, maybe not like your feeling source this person, but you guys are getting to know each other and you're opening up about like things that are below the surface that not everybody knows about you, like the more darker, like just shit that you've been through. And maybe there is like sadness, maybe you actually cry, or maybe this person cries at like something that they find out that you went through. So I'm sensing that you guys are having like a deep conversation. Like it's not just surface level and just flirting and like let's go have sex, but it's like, yeah, let's go have sex, but also tell me about your life. Tell me about your past. Tell me about something that somebody that other people don't know about. And for this date to be at that level of like you're opening up about your deeper parts of you, that's just showing me that you feel very comfortable with this person and you guys feel very comfortable with each other. So it is like a faded connection. It's a soulmate esque, you know? And I think that this experience, whatever it is that you share with this person, has taught you a lot of wisdom in your life. And I think that this person sees you as very wise and very intelligent and very sexy because of that. Like, I think this person really likes your mind and the way that it works, and really just like how wise you are and how grown and how mature you are. You could be older than this person. This person could be younger than you, and this person could really look up to you. Um, yeah, I think that you're telling a story about maybe a past relationship. I mean, I'm not judging, like, talking about your past relationships on the first date, on whatever. But, things come up, and those are the experiences that shape us and that build us. So, like, maybe it does come up. And I feel like maybe you were talking about like a death that you had, like a family member died, or somebody left you or broke your heart, or when you did that, and like somehow that shaped you and that was part of your experience, and that it was like sad. So it's kind of like sad, but it's not like, um, I don't think that you're like still in that headspace of like being sad about it, or that they are, because they could be doing this to you. I don't think they're still heartbroken. They're just telling you about, like, yeah, 3 years ago, my wife left me, and I totally transformed as a person because of that experience. And then you're like, oh, it's so sad. Or like, my best friend died, and I went into hermit mode for a while, and my energy was really blocked. I don't know, maybe this is like your actual conversation. Okay, so you guys are having like a deep sentimental conversation. I think that triggers you or them, and it's kind of like heavy. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of heavy. Okay, I get it. Yeah, so I think that you guys really you're hesitant. Okay, so what I'm getting real quick before I forget is that I think that this person asks you to go back to their place with them, or like you ask this person. Well, I don't know. I think that whoever, you could switch the roles. Okay, this could be you or this could be them. I'm just gonna say to you, this person asks you to go back to their place because you guys are really hitting it off. But you guys are, it seems like you guys are hitting it off, and this person asks you to go to their place. Um, and you're hesitant about saying yes because like the two of swords is like you're kind of stuck and you're indecisive and you're not sure what to do, and it does, like, you do kind of feel scared because you're like, well, I don't know, like, if I should do this. It's like, I'm kind of getting like this is your first actual date with this person, and so you're like, well, I don't know if I should do this. Or maybe it's like in the really beginning stages where you haven't been to this person's house yet. And but then you have clarity of this. You have clarity of like this decision that you want to make, and you're kind of like, uh, you know, taking your time saying yes to this person. Like, you're not like jumping like, okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go. I feel honestly, I feel like this whole like 5 of Cups and this Hermit energy here is like, okay, well, the 5 of Cups, I definitely feel like this is a conversation that you guys are having, and it's about some sort of a death that somebody experienced, and this could be metaphorical, so it could be like an ending, a loss of some sort, or like an actual person died, but something that's been very heavy on this person. And it was, there's a lot of conflict around this. Maybe there was heartbreak, and this is a major experience in this person's life or your life that really shaped them. And it's something that you guys talk about because it's like one of those things, like, that you talk about. It's like, it's kind of like saying like, yeah, I was born in Asia, and I moved to the United States when I was 8 years old. Like, that's something you're going to tell someone probably on a first date because it's a big deal. It's like it makes you who you are. So it's kind of that, like that. So maybe it like kind of kills the vibe a little bit, just because it's like very heavy or whatever. But I feel okay. So with the devil, I just feel like there's so much chemistry between you guys and so much attraction, and you're just so, it's hidden. It's hidden with the moon. Like, you guys are not talking about it openly, but it's like there's a lot of tension in the air, and you're like back and forth about this of like, oh my god, should I go, should I pursue, or should I not, should I be good, should I can't do this on a first date, like, oh but I want to. And it's like this devil on your shoulder, on like literally the devil and the angel, like, oscillating and going back and forth, like, what should I do? Should I be good? Should I be bad? Like, should I pursue? Should I not? Should I wait? Should I be patient? It's like this indecision. And you are contemplating about going home alone with this hermit, about not going to this person's house and not taking this next step or whatever. Do you know what's going to happen? But like, let me just tell you the ending. I think that you do. And I think it's a happy ending. I'm not really getting like sex. I mean, obviously the devil came out, but maybe we'll clarify. But like, we have the Four of Swords coming out. So I genuinely feel like when this person asks like, hey, you want to spend the night at my house, so I don't know, maybe you guys do know each other a little bit more, and for some reason you're hesitant to still go home with this person, but like, maybe you've never actually spent the night at this person's house, but you have hung out with them. I don't know, but there's some hesitancy here to spend the night at this person's house. They want you to spend the night, and you actually say yes because you have clarity on this, and you're like, yes, okay, I'm not going to live in fear. I'm going to trust my intuition. My intuition says yes, let's go. And you go to this person's house, and you guys actually sleep. I mean, maybe that's after you guys do it. We'll see. But there's actual sleep going on, and it's very, very happy. Like, you guys are very happy. Like, it's a happy experience. It's a positive experience. It's celebration. Maybe you guys have some drinks. Oh, maybe you guys are drinking. Oh, maybe. Okay, that's another scenario that just came through. Maybe you guys are like starting off drinking pretty heavily and freely, and then like you get really drunk and like somebody passes out, and it sounds so glamorous. And then somebody passes out, and like they're like, okay, let's just go to my house and pass out, and you guys literally just go and like pass out. So that's like the less glamorous scenario here. Take what resonates. If you know to be like, if you're a heavy drinker and that's like something that you know what yourself and that's a possibility, then that's a possibility. But if you don't drink or that's not your thing, then probably the first version would be something that is more applicable to you. But in the end, you guys both end up being very happy. I just feel like you're very tired, or like the Queen of Cups, like there's a lot of love and feelings and emotions here on the feminine's part, and you're tired. It's like you took a leap of faith, you went home with this person, you guys had a very sensual experience. I don't know if you guys have sex. Like, I honestly don't know if you guys have sex. There's a lot of chemistry here. I don't see necessarily that you guys have like sex. Maybe you guys like make out or something. You cuddle. Like, there's a lot of like cuddling, napping energy, like Taurus, the Hierophant coming out, just like very traditional and respectful and romantic, and like just like cutesy like couple stuff. Um because I think that you're tired. Like, I genuinely think like this guy's sleeping and this cat is carrying all these weights and is like just wants to put it down and set it down and is tired. It was a long night. It was a heavy night. So maybe it's like that. So I don't know how you end up in this person's house. Um, so like maybe you could obviously know this person a little bit more than just like the first time meeting. So there's a lot of scenarios going on here. But the basis and the overall message for your next date is that it's going to be, you guys are going to be very compatible. There's some sort of a storm that you guys are going to be in, whether that's a real storm or metaphorical, I don't know, but there's some sort of like a shakeup, and it is serendipitous, so it's definitely something that is meant to happen. You guys maybe meet in a community, or you guys are in like around a lot of people, and your date, you guys are getting along very well. There's a lot of chemistry between you guys. You guys have this like deeper conversation, or maybe just a lot of drinks, and you're not really expressing like how you feel about each other, but you're definitely opening up about like those deeper things in your life that have affected you as a person. And you guys are very open-minded towards one another. There is a lot of physical like affection here. So, and then you do go to this person's house, or they come to yours, and you guys genuinely just like sleep together. Like, but just like sleep, you know? It makes you feel good, like it's a happy, positive experience. So that's your next date. That's what's coming out. Um, yeah, I hope that that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose this purple labradorite, this is going to be your reading. And today we're doing a reading on what is the next day that you go on going to be like. So, it could be like a first date, a blind date. It could be with a person you've never met before, or this is your first time meeting them, or it could be like somebody that you've been talking to and hanging out with. Like just the next date that you go on, we'll see like what comes through. We'll try to get all the details, like what's the vibe gonna be like, maybe like where you guys are gonna be, what's gonna just what's gonna happen. So this card right here, we have our tarot card. This is the overall vibe of your date. Okay, so the next date that you're gonna go on, what's the overall vibe? The Two of Cups. Oh, okay, love. The love is in the air. Okay, so your next day that you go on, the overall vibe is going to be mutual love, like mutual feelings for each other. Okay, like I'm not gonna go as far as to say like you guys are gonna be in love, the next day, but maybe you already are seeing a person, and then like the next date you're gonna go on with them is like gonna be just really romantic because you guys and you're going to be on the same page because you already love each other. But also like if this is like a first date type of thing, like basically it's just going to be a lot of like feelings and emotions and love in the air. And with the Two of Cups coming out, this is definitely soulmate energy, so they could be your soulmate. But I think you guys are just going to really hit it off and really connect emotionally and really see eye to eye. I feel like this person's going to be on the same page with you about a lot of like the emotional needs that you have, like how to meet your needs, how can you feel good by another person. This is the type of person that's going to actually make you feel good about that. So if you're the type of person that like craves a lot of attention and words of affirmation and love, and like expression, this is the type of person that's going to give that to you and you're going to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you guys speak each other's love language. And there's just a lot of emotion. Like you guys are very emotionally connected. There's a lot of feelings here, like good, warm, loving feelings towards one another. That's the vibe of your date. So it's a good date, right? It's good vibes in the air. It's not a failure. It's not one of those where you need to call your friend or have them call you because they need some help and then you leave the date, right? It's not one of those. Okay, so then for your oracle cards, and then we'll pull some tarot. We have Solitude. We have Leo the Lover. We have Virgo the Alchemist. So two of these guys wanted to come out for you. We have Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, so we have two soulmate energies here. We have A New Romantic Cycle Begins, New Moon in Libra. We have The Magician and the Mirror, number 53. And we have Orphaned, number 5. And then I'll pull your tarot cards after. But so Leo and Virgo coming out here, you guys could be a Leo or a Virgo, or like they could be that or something to do with that. This could happen, your next date could happen during Leo season or Virgo season. So that would be like July, August, or September. And we also have Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. This could also be October. So this could be literally, it goes in order, like Leo, Virgo, and Libra, So it could be like a significant time in this connection. Okay, so obviously we have soulmate and the Two of Cups. So what is this day going to be like? I think it's going to be a very, like, ooh, like a very positive date, like a very positive connection. Like you guys are gonna go on this date together and you're gonna be like, oh my God, like I really like this person. I really like this person. I feel really connected to this person. And then with a Virgo and the Lover, I just feel like there's gonna be a lot of attention to detail during this date. I think you guys are gonna be paying attention to each other a lot. Like little thing, like if you guys are having a conversation and you're saying something, you share something, a little detail about your brother, this person would remember and bring it up 30 minutes later and be like, oh yeah, because like you said you're about your brother and this is this, this is what he did, whatever. And you're like, oh my God, you remembered that? Or like a little detail about you that you mentioned, and they bring it up an hour later and you're like, oh my God. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, the lover. So there's a lot of passion between you guys, okay? There's a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion, a lot of fun, a lot of playful energy, childlike energy. Um, very like just playful and fun, okay, very romantic. I think this day is going to be a very romantic day. And then also with this solitude card coming out, I feel like your next date, the next date that you're going to go on, is going to be in a place where you guys are alone, like you guys are not around other people. So I don't think it's like in a restaurant or somewhere where there's like a lot of people or a community. I think this is going to be more private, but it's outside somewhere. So I'm seeing nature. Maybe you guys do, I do see nighttime here. Maybe you guys go on a little, I mean, that sounds super creepy. Like, don't do that. Like, if it's a first date, you've never met this person, don't go outside in the dark with them on your own somewhere for your first date, okay? Only if you trust this person. But I do see nighttime and I do see you guys spending some time alone. So even if it starts off in like a public place, I see you guys maybe going on a night walk or going on a little river walk or checking out the moon, maybe laying on the grass. Or, I mean, this guy's on a boat, so maybe like going on a little boat ride or something, having a walk in nature, just something like romantic, that's kind of what I'm seeing. And I do see that this, I mean, we're going to get into this in the extended, but from just this, I'm seeing that this definitely turns into something more, like a new romantic cycle begins. So this date is the opening to a whole new romantic cycle where you guys could potentially start like taking this to the next level and becoming serious with each other. There is love in the air with Leo the lover. This could be you or the person, but like there's someone's a lover, okay? So like you could have like a Venus in Leo or be a Leo or some sort of Leo energy. Um, and this is just like you're going to be getting a lot of attention from this person. They will definitely be very expressive with what they like about you and very flirtatious, openly flirtatious. Not shy about like complimenting you and giving you praise and making you feel good and making you feel sexy. Because like I said, with Virgo energy, they definitely pay attention to detail, and they see every little thing about you. They pay attention, and then they express it. They tell you what they like. It's like that kind of energy. Why do we have orphan? I want to know why orphan is here. Why is orphan here for group two's next date with this person? Why is orphan here? I don't know, but you're not going to be orphaned anymore after this date. Maybe the five, kind of like the five of pentacles, and this is orphan, that's literally that energy. Maybe you have been alone for a while now. Maybe you haven't been in a relationship. Maybe you haven't been on a date in a long time. Maybe you haven't been in love in a long time. Maybe it's been just a really long time since you've had some intimacy, some romance, some love, true love, like a person who's actually like legit, like not like a douchebag, like a normal person who's like capable of loving. Maybe it's been a long time and you just have felt so orphaned and left out in the cold and alone, and not alone in like a victim type of way, like, oh, somebody saved me from my loneliness. No, it's just, you know, like you're like, where's my love? Where's this person? Are they even out there? And so that's kind of like your energy. Maybe even going into this date, you kind of have that mindset of like, it's just another one of those, another failed attempt at trying to find the one. And then you go into it and it's like, whoa, hold on, everybody, hang on to your seats. This person could be the one, because you have the Ace of Cups and the Star. This is wish fulfillment. This is a new beginning in love, a lot of love, an overflow of love. I mean, it's the Two of Cups and soulmate. So I feel like you're going to go on this date and you're going to be like, oh my God, oh my God. I feel like so attracted to this person. They're so sexy. They're super into me. This person's actually like expressive and telling me what they like. Ooh, I like that because I'm not like left in the dark. This person's very clean. They're very practical, like they're logical, like they know how to take care of business. They, they're generous, like they pay the bill, or like whoever's the masculine, I guess, like pays the bill because that's like traditional, whatever. Oh, they hold the door open for me. Like they know how to treat a person. Like if this is a guy, they know how to treat a woman. And if you're the guy, then you're gonna treat them like this, and they're gonna freaking love it. They're gonna eat it up. And so there is that beauty between you guys, and then we have more Mercury energy with this magician and the mirror. So this is Gemini and Mercury, or sorry, Gemini and Virgo, ruled by Mercury. So this person could definitely have a lot of Mercury in their chart. So there's going to be good communication, or maybe you do. I think there's going to be a very good conversation here on this date. So you guys are going to be talking about a lot, like you're going to be mentally stimulated. Um, Maybe mental stimulation is very important to you. If you do have strong Gemini, or well, especially Gemini, but like Gemini or Virgo, like in your chart, maybe that's like, or air, Aquarius or Libra, that is something that's important to you, and to have good conversation, like you can't be bored. And I feel like this person's curious about you. They ask you questions, and it keeps the conversation flowing, and that also builds like the love and like the connection between you guys. So yeah, there's just, you don't feel like an orphan anymore when you're with this person. They make you feel so loved. It's like a dream come true. Like I think this is something that you've been like waiting for a long time, and this is your next date. Okay? This is your next freaking date. You've been in solitude for a hot minute here. And now you have this counterpart, Leo and Virgo coming together. They could be a little bit shy, or like one of you could be more shy and the other one more confident and upfront and open. Apply that how it resonates. But one person's coming off as like more in the limelight and is okay to be like seen, and is them Leo energy, right? Shining bright like a star, right? And just in your face. And Virgo is more the hermit, right? It's more like shy and introverted and to themselves and more private. So I just feel like those energies, you guys are gonna make each other feel comfortable, because this person's gonna, like, if you're the Virgo, then you're gonna feel a little bit like maybe shy, you're scared or intimidated at first, but this Leo person's gonna make you feel really comfortable and loved and like seen, or the other way around. Maybe you guys both have a little bit of that energy. So what else? Okay, let's pull your tarot out. Okay, so tell me more about group two and their next date. So tell me more about the experience here. What is group two's next date going to be like? We have the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups again. It's a different deck. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you guys are definitely going on a bull ride. Like, come on. Maybe. Okay. Oh, okay. This is very specific. It won't be for all of you, but that would be so cool if it was, because it's so romantic. I feel like you guys are going to start off your date in the daylight, and it might be one of those like very romantic like dates that this person takes you on or you take them on. Um, okay, I'm thinking that the masculine is taking the feminine, because that's more traditional, and we have that Virgo energy here, and slash like this is kind of how it is. The masculine leads. So anyway, I feel like they take you, or the masculine takes the feminine on some sort of like a romantic boat ride, or like a kayaking, like in the beautiful like like there's, a lake, and then there's like little islands in the middle, and you guys are just rowing your boat, or maybe not kayak, that's not as glamorous, but like in a rowboat is that what they're called, and literally just like like this. So yeah, so I feel like that's kind of like your day, and it starts off in the daytime, so it's safe because obviously like other people are renting boats too, so whatever. But you guys are to get like you guys are alone. That's actually a perfect idea for a date. I just thought of an idea. Okay, great. Thank you, reading. So yeah, you guys go on this little bull ride, and it's romantic, and but there's like people around, so in case like they try to kill you, like they can't. And it goes into the nighttime. Like you guys maybe watch the sunset from your little bull ride, and or the moon comes up or something, and it's just very beautiful and romantic, and like just so lovely. And yeah, so then the sun goes down, and then it turns into nighttime, and you guys are still out on the water, and you guys are just talking as you're just hanging out. Like it's just really, really nice. Like it just feels right. It feels good. There's just such a strong connection between you guys. And there's a lot of the communication back and forth, like I said. There's a lot of positive back and forth communication, very passionate communication. It's not boring, okay? So it's not like monotone and just boring questions. It's something that excites you. It's something that makes you come to life, makes you feel alive. You're very passionate as you're talking about your things, and so are they. It's like this back and forth flow of like, yeah, like just good communicate, forward moving communication. It's but the Six of Swords. It's the type of communication where like somebody says something, and it opens this door to like a new conversation, and then they say something, and then you're like, oh my god, and you feed off of each other, and it takes it to the next level. Like it's always something new to talk about. It's like forward positive movement in your communication. It doesn't hit a stagnancy. Um, so it's just very abundant and positive, and it flows. And there's a lot of passion and like chemistry between you guys. And you guys might like do a little makeout sesh on the water. But if that's not like your date, you're not on a boat because that's so specific. It could be something that starts off like in one place, and then you guys travel to another place later where you're more like isolated and alone together. But I see it going from daytime to nighttime. So you guys meet up earlier, and then you're driving somewhere or traveling somewhere, or you're taking a bus somewhere, a train ride. I don't know. There's movement, there's travel. So that's maybe because you're on a Ferris wheel or something at an amusement park. Okay. And so yeah, there's a lot of chemistry between you guys. And like I said, maybe you guys do a little make out thing because these guys are making out here. Um, And with the Magician of the Mirror, I also feel that you guys are mirroring each other a lot because, like, we have like Two of Cups twice. It's just like this mirroring energy. So, like, it's like what you feel, they also feel. What you love about them, they also love about you. Like the things you love about them, you actually also have within you. And you see yourself in them, good and bad, but more good. I'm seeing like you're seeing yourself in them, and you're like, wow, I can so relate to that. You guys really relate to each other. And I also feel that the day that you guys are together, because I do feel like it's like goes from day to night, that it's flowing. It's like you guys are manifesting everything. Like you guys set an intention like, oh, that would be so nice, that would be so cool to like watch the night sky, after this whatever we're doing here, like after this experience, like to watch the night sky, and like if we actually saw the moon, that would be so cool. And then like literally the universe aligns it so that you guys can go look at the moon, and you find the perfect little cozy spot to lay at and do that. Like everything aligns because you guys are in magician energy, you guys are manifestation energy together. I'm telling you, your vibration is so um high together and positive, and you guys are having just a great day. Everything's flowing, you guys are happy, you guys are feeling each other, feeling good. It's that soulmate kind of energy. you know. And I've had that before where I've hung out with people who I know I have like a deeper connection with, guys or girls, platonic or romantic. And I've had days like that where everything just flows because we're both on the same page, we're both on the same wavelength, we both want the same things, we're flexible, we're going with the flow, we get each other, we're respectful of each other, we're listening, we hear each other, we see each other, right? We love each other. And you have the best days when it comes from both of your mutual energies like being on the same page, basically. So that's your day. It's beautiful. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it is a little bit more traditional, your date. I think you guys are not necessarily like going to bang it out in the woods or behind the tree, you know, like on the little island. I think you guys are more classy, and you like to take it into your home, like into your private home, and like do it there if you were gonna do that. So maybe you guys are doing like light making out or kissing, but not too much like public, you know, affection and all of that stuff. And then there's also a decision to be made here. But hold on, with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this person really, really like, okay, so whoever's the masculine really, really values feminine. Like this masculine energy sees so much value and worth and like beauty and abundance and stability and strength and independence in this feminine energy. So if you are the feminine, they see you as that, you know? And if you're the masculine, then you see this person as that. And it's just a lot of admiration, you know, and I think the feminine also knows her worth as well, and really is not the type to settle, and is very classy and elegant and sophisticated. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But you know, like she knows what she wants, she knows her worth, and this person, the masculine, recognizes that and knows that she doesn't just date anyone, and if she doesn't just put up with anything, that you have to really fight for her, you have to really like work for her, right? You have to really put in the effort to get her. She's not easy to get, and this masculine is willing to do that, is willing to work to get her. Okay, we have the Two of Swords at the bottom, so there is this like slight blockage or not knowing how to move forward. um Maybe that, okay, so let's just clarify what the Two of Swords is. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know. I mean, with the Tower coming out, this is unexpected. This is unexpected. This level of feeling and emotion, because we're the Queen of Cups, so especially for the feminine, it doesn't have to be like the Queen of Cups is the feminine. Like it could be the masculine being in touch with his feminine energy, you know? So, yeah. What anyway, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of feelings and emotions that develop, and even thoughts about like, oh my god, like expanding this connection, right, with the Three of Pentacles, like taking it to the next level, like uh, making it real, right, making it tangible. Earth, Pentacles, it's about reality, making it, bringing it into form, like with the Queen of Pentacles, like a relationship. I think there's maybe, I don't know, there's talk about a relationship, but there's definitely feeling of like, oh my God, I could be in a relationship with this person. And that's that Tower. It's kind of like shakes up your world and like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting this for this. Like I was just planning on going on a date, but it turned into like, I'm about to get married. And I feel like maybe like right off the bat, immediately it does trigger some fears, and it's like, holy shit, oh my God, I'm paralyzed. I don't know how to move forward. You know, I don't know what decision to make. I don't know, because it's like so much all at once. It's like a lot of things happening at once. These feelings and emotions, everything's happening so quickly. Not quickly as in like your relationship is moving fast per se, that they're like asking to marry you. It's just the feelings are developing really quickly because you guys are actually, sorry, you guys are actually hitting it off. You guys are actually getting along, and like it's you guys are soulmates. Okay, so you guys are soulmates, and that's what's happening there. So welcome to how you're gonna meet your soulmate and your first date with your soulmate reading. That's what this is for you. Yeah, we have the world at the bottom. This is the end. This is the end of the cycle. This is end of the road. You have met the one. But that is what I have for you, pile two. This is beautiful. I hope that this happens for you and it happens soon. And I wish you all the best with that. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi view 3, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this Amazonite, this is going to be your reading. So today we're doing a reading on your next date and what it's going to be like. So the next date that you go on, whether it's like a blind date, a first date, a second, third, whatever, like the next date that you're going to go on, what is it going to be like? How's it going to be? What's the overall vibe going to be like? What are you guys going to be doing? Like, how's it going to go? So let's get into your reading. So this first card here, this is our tarot card that is going to tell me the overall vibe of the date. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords. So I'm feeling that the overall vibe is going to be that there's gonna be a lot of anxiety. There's some element of like nervousness, butterflies, anxiety, worry, unnecessarily though. Like this isn't necessarily because your person is giving you vibes that they're toxic. It's just because maybe you haven't been on a date in a long time, or you're just really nervous to be on this date, or they are, because this is the overall vibe, right? So like maybe both of you are feeling this, or maybe you feel that they're nervous, and so you're kind of like feeling their energy. So you're kind of like in that space, or vice versa. So, basically, though, I just feel like there's a lot of unnecessary worry here, a lot of overthinking and being in your head, worrying about what you're saying, how you're coming off, how you're looking, how if you guys are eating, like how you're eating, what you're ordering, like just a lot of overthinking for no reason, a lot of unnecessary fear, and just like being stuck up in your head because you're just scared or nervous, or worried, like for because it's new. This is like a new experience and you're nervous, so it's totally normal, but that's kind of just like the vibe. So let's see what else comes out. I already pulled your oracle cards. Okay, so we have number 19, flexible. Number 27, walking away. Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Venus, love. Gateway, and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so these are your oracle cards. We're also going to be pulling some tarot. Actually, let me just pull the tarot out right now. Let's do a little different. So group three's next date, what is it going to be like? How is that going to be? Group three's next date. What else can you tell me about this experience? Well, there's our boner card. Oh. Okay. So, okay, with the Three of Swords, which you're probably like, what the fuck? Like, really, Three of Swords? Um, what I'm getting with this, like, just right off the bat, the first, like, immediate message is that we do have love showing up, right? We have Venus energy, which is love. We also have Justice, which is ruled by Venus. We also have the Empress, which is, again, ruled by Venus. That's Taurus energy and Libra. So there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of Venus, okay? However, there's also a lot of anxiety and overthinking. And what I'm getting is that your head and your heart is on different pages. Your head is more in your head, like stuck up in your head, maybe overthinking the situation, worrying about little things that don't matter. And your heart is like on a different page. It's like open and it's maybe wants to explore this. Um, so there's just a conflict here between your head and your heart. Of course, this could be for the person that you're on a date with as well. This could be their energy. But there is some sort of conflict there. Okay, so as far as your day is concerned, I feel like you guys might be doing some sort of an activity where you're required to be flexible. So, I don't know. I'm just seeing like this person's like doing like a yoga pose here. So, I don't know. Maybe the next date that you go on is something like you guys are doing yoga together or something, or you guys are doing some sort of stretching or some sort of physical exercise or physical activity. You guys could be like going for a walk or hiking or something like that. You don't have to be like doing yoga together, and that's kind of awkward for a date, especially if it's like a first date. But whatever. There's some sort of physical movement here. There's definitely movement because you have like walking away, then you have the Six of Swords, which is about like movement. So there is that going on. Uh, or maybe that's like something that you guys will do after. Maybe that's like the type of place that you meet this person in, that you met this person in, is like in a yoga community or somewhere where you guys are or ballet or acrobat something or like the circus, like I don't know, wherever people like do these crazy stretches. You guys, okay, so on your date, you guys are getting to know each other and you guys are like talking, right? You guys are opening up and talking. And the more that you guys open up to each other, the more that like this feelings of like feelings start to grow, right? Like attraction, I guess, because like obviously we have love here, but like this feeling of like attraction towards each other, like okay, I'm feeling this person, like we were connecting more, right? Like you guys are your connection is deepening. The more that you guys open up to each other, and more that you guys are revealing who you truly are and being more open about that and expressive. Um, I think that right off the bat, when you guys go on this date, there's a lot of sexual attraction. There's a lot of physical attraction. There's a lot of chemistry between you guys. Like, I think you guys are both attracted to each other, especially to the feminine. I think the feminine is viewed as a very beautiful, very sexy, and just like really truly physically beautiful. This is Venus energy, right? There's just a lot of beauty here, charm, very charming, very harmonious, peaceful, balanced, warm, nurturing, loving, caring, but also like passionate and sexy and attractive, right? Magnetic, very friendly. And I think that the person that is looking at this feminine energy here is receiving a lot of pleasure from the sight of her. And so much so that the masculine might actually like get a hard on like from this interaction, like, and maybe the feminine won't know this, like hopefully because like that would be awkward, but I just feel like this person, like blood is definitely flowing to those areas in their body, and they're really like, this person is the masculine, if there is a masculine in this situation, if even if there isn't, there's still a lot of like pulsating and a lot of activity down there in the genitals, about the, especially like this feminine energy, whoever's the more feminine energy, I guess. It's like this feminine energy is being put on a pedestal, is viewed as just perfection, just very attractive and beautiful and sexy. Okay, so that's the one thing that's like definitely um some of the energy that's going on here on this date. There's also, okay, so the 10, I'm telling you, I feel like you guys are doing some sort of physical activity. You guys are moving. You're doing something. Like this guy is like doing these poses on this egg. This guy's carrying 10 wands and it's tiring, it's heavy, it's like physical exercise. This person's moving from one place to another on a boat. So I'm reading this as like, and this person's walking. So okay, on your date with this person, your next date, you guys are doing some sort of physical activity. So you guys are maybe going on a hike, going on a walk, going to walk around in a zoo, something where you're on your feet. So I don't see you guys sitting at a restaurant staring at each other. I see you guys out and about doing something physical that maybe you would be a little tired, right? Like you're a little tired from this activity. You're sweating a little. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to clarify because this is, I mean, walking away. That's a big one to clarify. There's a lot of different energies coming through here. It's not like a straight to the point type of message. So why is walking away here for pile three's next state? Where's pile three walking to, like, why is, yeah, what are they walking away from or through? Why is walking away here? So right. So we have the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Okay, I'm kind of getting that one of you is like either, I don't know, like getting out of a relationship or something, like walking away from a relationship, like a bad toxic relationship that like ended pretty bad. And this is like your first time going on a date since that happened. So this is all very fresh to you. Like you've just been through a heartbreak. You've just experienced something very heavy. Maybe that's why you feel so much anxiety because it's just a lot going on in your head. Or maybe this is this person. Okay, so if it's not you, then it could be the person you're going on a date with. But I am sensing, especially with justice coming out here, which is about like marriage contracts. Then we have the Queen of Swords, somebody cutting somebody out. Um, the Empress, being like the wife energy, love. The Three of Swords. I don't know. Maybe you're going on a date with the person that you broke up with. Maybe your next date is with somebody who you were in a relationship with. Now there's two scenarios. Okay, so that's one. Maybe you are going on a date with this person who you guys broke up, but like you're going on a date. You're gonna go hang out with them, right? You're gonna go do something outside. But it's like heavy, it's tiring. It breaks your heart to hang out with this person. But there's love. There's love, but it's like also you have to walk away, but like you don't want to. You're hanging out with this person. It's like it feels good because you love them, but also it's toxic or like it can't last. So you're like, I have to walk away. So it's like this back and forth, of like, what the hell should I do? Should I move away? Should I not? And it does break your heart. Um so that's one scenario, that you're actually going on a date with somebody that you used to be in a relationship with that has to come to an end, that you still have some feelings for. And then with your commitment is being tested, it's like your commitment is being tested because you've committed to walk away from this person, you've committed to end it, and here you are still attached, and here you are still trying to hang out with this person. And that's not necessarily healthy for you. And that's why it's breaking your heart. But it's like that, yeah, like in your head you shouldn't do this. It's wrong, but like your heart wants it, right? And that's why the vibe, because like we have to remember the overall vibe of this whole day is like stress and anxiety and worry and overthinking and being stuck up in your head and fear, right? And doubt and just all of that. negative, overthinking, self-deprecating type of thing, like thoughts. So maybe that's why you're overthinking everything, because you know you shouldn't be doing this. You know you shouldn't be in this situation, but you are. And it's like, you know, you need to be moving forward towards your happiness and towards your true passions and desires positively. You know, you need to leave this toxic cycle behind. And you know you've committed to this path, but you're having a little trouble. But there's so much traction between you guys. This person's really attracted to you, or you're really attracted to them. Maybe you see them in this light, and it hurts to move away. It's heavy because then your commitment is being tested. We have the Seven of Cups, the Two of Swords. It's like you don't want to see this. You're confused. There's conflict. And it's like you want a new beginning with somebody else. Like you're ready to start your life over. You're ready to start your physical life over. But you're still being sucked back into this situation, this person, and like you don't want to be here, but you are. And and then there is this like love. There is this love energy here, so that could be between you and this person, or it could be with you and another potential somewhere else. So the scenario, if you don't know this person and if you're not going on a date with an ex, um, then the way I would read this is that you are still connected to an ex, connected to a person that you were involved with that maybe broke your heart, or you know there was heartbreak there, and you're still like walking away from this person. It's still pretty fresh, and you're going on a date with someone, but all of that is still there. Like the heartbreak is still very fresh. Like it still feels heavy, and you're still living in that like negative energy of that. You know, you're not able to see clearly. You're actually not even able to see. But you go on this date and you discover it's like a gateway to love. It's a gateway to love and harmony and justice and balance, because it is like a nice, it's like a nice, I would say it's like a, if you don't know this person and this is somebody else that you're leaving from, it is a nice date, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling like you're feeling it. Like, yeah, there's like potential for love here, and it's very like there's a lot of beauty, so I'm feeling like you guys are definitely like out in nature somewhere, and there's a lot of physical beauty in your environment. Slash, you're beautiful, they're beautiful, there's just beauty, attraction, physical attraction, like all of it. But and then we do have flexible here, so it's like you're being flexible, you're being flexible on this date, because I think you don't feel comfortable with a lot of things because you're like in a lot of like fear and like overthinking, but you're like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'll go with the flow. I'll be flexible. I'll adapt to the situation. And so you do. And it does open up your world a little bit with Gateway, like to opportunities and to possibilities of like, well, what can happen? What does the world have for me? There are these opportunities for love. But I'm not really getting that you're feeling it, that you're vibing with it. You know, the Queen of Swords here, and then the Magician under that, and then the Seven of Cups under that. There's just there you're all up in your head. Like there's no emotions here for you. Like there's no feeling. Like you're not feeling it, not because the person's not good enough. It's because you're not in the right headspace for it. Although this person's super attracted to you. Like I told you, I mean, they got turned on just at the sight of you. So this person's super into you, and maybe they even have love for you, but I'm just not sure if you're like seeing it in that way. And I just feel that you are emotionally detached, and you're more like just, I feel like your intention for this date is to get out of your head, to forget about your ex, forget about this whole heartbreak and this whole fucked up situation, and to just go and have some fun and to just go distract yourself, right? That's like your intention. It's not to fall in love. It's not to get into a serious relationship. It's not to like continue dating. It's genuinely just to go have some good conversation with someone because the Queen of Swords, like you just want to have a good conversation. You want to have some laughs. You want someone who's witty and intelligent, who's fun to hang around with. And, maybe there's some sex involved and maybe they'll help you forget about your pain or about your situation or about your past or maybe they'll help you get over your ex like a rebound type of thing. But I think you're very much still feeling the effects of your ex and like it still hurts. So like I don't know once you actually show up to this date that you knew what you were getting yourself into, because I feel like it's actually not that easy to be with this person, maybe because you're comparing them to your ex, or that's just at the forefront of your mind and you're not able to focus on the date, and you're not able to recognize like the blessing that this is, but also you're probably not ready, right? Because you're obviously still fresh out of this situation. Um, okay, so let's just see what else. So what else do you want to tell us about this date for file three? Like, how's this date gonna go? What's gonna happen? The Queen of Swords, okay. Um, oh, well, that's not bad. It's a lot of Gemini energy, by the way. So either you could be a Gemini or have that, strongly somewhere, but or your person. But and we obviously also have Taurus here and Libra. But okay, so how is this date gonna go? I feel like you guys are gonna have good conversation actually. I feel like this is going to be a gateway to, because look, you guys are getting to know each other, right? Like you are talking about, you are actually conversing. So this is the scenario if this is not your ex, okay? This is a person that you don't know. Um, yeah, that's what I'm reading here. And or not that you don't know, but like this is not your toxic ex that you're actually going on a date with. This is just somebody else. So I feel like you are a little bit emotionally detached, like you're not necessarily like sharing your feelings and your heart, you're not coming through from that space. Although this person really sees you as like a loving and nurturing person, but you're not necessarily showing that side of you. You're showing your more intelligent side, your more witty side, funny, right? You're cracking jokes. You're very clear-headed, like you're very sharp. You're good at articulating your thoughts. You guys are having good, meaningful, deep conversations. Like it's stimulating. It's not just surface level. So there's depth here. Um, you're being very perceptive and observant. And this person I feel like is really feeling that about you, and there is positive changes. Like this day that you go on takes a turn of events. It's like there's something that happens here where you go into it thinking like I'm not trying to love anybody. I'm not trying to fall in love. I'm not trying to talk about my feelings. I just want to have a good time. I just want to talk to someone. I just want to forget about this toxic person. That's kind of like the intention, right? But it takes a turn of events. Like it something changes and flips during this date for the better, where it turns into like this lovers. I mean, it turns into like a genuine connection between you guys. Definitely based on a lot of mental stimulation, a lot of philosophical conversations, a lot of I think you just realize that wow, this person's actually deep, like they have a good head on their shoulders, they're intelligent, they're intellectual, they're philosophical. I can actually get along with this person. And they have depth, like they're not like everybody else. And so you kind of are stuck and you're like reevaluating this whole situation, this whole date, and you're like, whoa, I actually like this person. Like there's actually a connection here with the lovers, you know? And that's where that Venus love energy is coming. It's almost like Cupid's arrows are like coming together, aligning you guys. Um, yeah. So this date actually is going to go well. I feel. There's definitely potential here. My concern is that are you ready? Like if this does resonate with you and you are fresh out of a breakup and you are just trying to like rebound or like forget, I personally, my personal opinion here, I don't think that's the healthiest way to cope with a heartbreak, to jump into another relationship. I think that there's a lot of self-reflection that needs to be done, a lot of mourning and grieving and all of that. But maybe it's not that fresh. Like maybe it has been like 6 months and you're still broke. Like you're still like obviously you're still hurt, but it's not like fresh. And maybe this would do you some good. Maybe it would do you some good to have someone around you who genuinely does love you and likes your company and you enjoy their company. Maybe you could bring some happiness into your life, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, that's Jupiter. That's happy vibes, optimism. It would maybe change your perspective on love, right? Maybe it would change your perspective on love and because like the Queen of Swords is very hardened because she's been like broken so many like fucked so many times not literally maybe but she's been like fucked with so many times that she has to put up her hard shell and be like, okay, you know what, like fuck emotions, like I'm just gonna lay down the law and say and like cut people out as I need because I'm not gonna allow people to step over my boundaries and to take advantage of me. So she has to learn to be strong because of all the shit that she's been through. And so if that is your experience, that's fine and that's cool and it's a great way to protect yourself, but also like if you get too sucked into this Queen of Swords energy, then you just totally shut down emotions and you don't want to feel anymore. And that's not healthy either. So this date is what I see for you is that it's going to change that, like, it's going to help you soften up, I guess, a little bit. Like, if you are like this hardcore, fuck emotions, I'm never going to feel again type of deal. Like, I'm just going to be unavailable just like all these other people that I've been dealing with, whatever. I just feel like this experience is going to open your eyes and your heart a little bit and to show you that not all people are like this toxic act and that there are good people out there and that are capable of loving and that would maybe remind you of like your own heart and it would connect you to your own heart and help you open up to and actually show you that there is potential here for love. Maybe it's not with this person, right? Maybe you don't necessarily want to be in a relationship with this specific person, but this person just shows you a sample, gives you a taste of what is possible out there for you if you want it, so that you're not doomed. You're not fucked for life. Like you can have hope, you can have faith, and you don't have to have it right now, but just know that in the future, whenever you are ready, you have it available to you. This might actually be a very healing experience for you, a very healing date to go on. Just because this person is lovely, this person really likes you. So it's always nice to when you have been hurt and broken to boost your morale and to boost your confidence and to be reminded that you are amazing by, going out with somebody else who does genuinely see your worth. And dealing with somebody, being in love with somebody who doesn't see your worth could really ruin your confidence and be like, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. But it's really, they're just incapable of seeing. And so sometimes it is helpful that you go out with somebody else who does see how beautiful you are and reminds you of that. And you're like, holy shit, okay, so I'm not crazy. And I'm not crazy. Like, okay, I knew this whole time that I was amazing. This person brainwashed me into thinking that I'm not, but this person reminded me that I am. And I always knew that I am, but it's really nice to get that validation. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm seeing for this day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you all the best. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.